Hey, Rose, you have just watched the book Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. Today, during art, we are going to start our project on Where the Wild Things Are because artists are influenced by other artists. And we, as artists, are going to learn from Maurice Sendak. So we are going to use his inspiration to make our own wild thing using shapes and patterns that we learned in kindergarten. So I have step-by-step instructions for us. We are gonna start, I know this has two little lines, but that means I want your paper straight up and down. In our other steps, it will have different options on the sides. That's why I have that. But you are going to use a whole piece of paper vertically up and down. Shower, not bathtub. So you are going to start with a circle for the head. Draw light until you know it's right. Okay. Next, we're going to do our body, and our body is a U shape. So I'm going to darken my head real quick so you can see it. And then I'm going to leave enough space for legs, but I'm going to draw a U for the body and another U for the belly. Then we're going to pick some legs. You need the same legs because our right foot looks like our left foot. So you can pick whichever one of these pairs you want. So the first one is a little bit like a letter H. So we're going to come off rounded, go straight down like a letter H. And when you come over, can you kind of see that little H? Same thing over here, little rounded, and then backwards H. And then I'm gonna do this one to show you how to do that one. So down here, I go rounded down, and then kind of like a little bird foot, we're gonna do an N, then come up, and then one wave, two waves, and then it's going to point. So over here, a little N, and then it's gonna come rounded up, back out, rounded up, and then to where your H stopped. So that's how I made this one. Next, you're gonna add some arms. These arms are connected to your body. So one J for an arm, one backwards J for an arm. Next, we're gonna pick some hands. So right on the edge of those J's, we're gonna do some hands. Again, if I pick this one, then I do it on both sides. If I pick this one, both sides. So this time, I'm going to do, I'll do this one. One U, two U, three U, and then I put some V's for claws. One V, two V, three V. One, two, three. Oh, I crashed. So I'm not going to draw over my body. And then there's my claw. Next are the eyes, and I have 8 different sets of eyes for you. So I want you to pick whichever one of these eyes. Pause my video so you can see what eye you want. So if I do these mean looking eyes, I am going to do a diagonal line, then my half circle, circle on the inside, circle on the inside. You can do whichever one of those you want. Next, again, pause it until you're done drawing. You are going to pick a nose, which nose you want. Now, if you pick this nose, you're not going to be able to pick a mouth because the nose and mouth are the beak together. So if I pick this one up here, I'm gonna go 1, 2, and then I'm gonna do, and now I go back and connect those bottom parts together. And then I have the mouth. And since I don't have a lot of space, I might just do something that's smaller and not so gigantic, big. And so I could do, maybe if I do this one, it is gigantic, but if I do my teeth sticking out like this, it's not exactly this, but it's close. Give him some bottom teeth now. Next, I am going to pick some ears or horns. These are horns over here, ears. And you can do both if you want. So I could do, say, horns. If I do these upside down J's with the dot, J with the dot for horns, and then if I want these elf like ears, kind of these two, since I did them high. And then hair. I'm gonna give him this one because actually I like this guy. I'm gonna give him a little grandpa haircut. Then the next is our texture. When we do texture in here, when we do our patterns, I'm gonna just start right with a Sharpie in class. So, excuse me, if you are in class, you can just use Sharpie also. Before you do textures, I want you to trace over every pencil line with Sharpie. Okay, I didn't trace those the greatest, but you get what you get. If I was doing this for my for real project, I definitely would have traced slower and nicer. So now the arms get one pattern, the belly gets another pattern, the outside of the belly gets a third pattern, and the legs get a fourth pattern. We are not going to put patterns in the face because there's already a lot going on. If you want to put patterns in the legs, you can. Otherwise, on this example, I put a line where, say, his shoes would be. So, before I do my patterns, I just want you to know you have to do a background. So in the book, Max was on the island. He sailed across the seas. He was in his room. So I want you to take inspiration for your background where the wild thing may be. So was Max, I don't like this little right here, so I'm gonna make this into his bed, and this is his pillow. So was Max still in his room taking a nap the whole time? If so, maybe I can do his bedroom. There's the wall horizon line. I made it crooked, so that's gonna drive me crazy. Maybe he needs a door to his bedroom. Maybe above his bed is a window with some curtains. On the floor, maybe there's a rug. So you have to have a background with your wild thing. Okay, so I am done with those textures. And then one thing I forgot before I sign off is when we color this, we color correctly, we color one direction, we color around the edges, and then in the middle. But what I mostly want to remind you of is the patterns have to have at least 2 colors and patterns repeat. So the background of my square pattern is yellow, the inside square is blue, the outside square is blue. So I do that for both arms. Okay, I'm going to use that same type of color scheme, maybe with the green in it, but the background of the alligator is green. The texture, the circular parts is that mauve, maroon, burgundy color. I even have the sheep hair colored in yellow, and the background of it is blue. My legs are every other square colored in. You need 2 colors in every pattern. Have fun.